joins us now in a first on CNBC interview. Nick, it is great to have you on the show and to be speaking with you again. Wrestlemania, it's the biggest event of the year for WWE. This is a key moment for the company. What's riding on this weekend?
Morgan, number one, thanks for having me on your show. This weekend, big weekend for us. WrestleMania is our Super Bowl. We're at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. We believe Los Angeles to be the media capital of sports and entertainment. We're going to have a lot of invited guests. We're certainly going to have tens of thousands, if not over 100,000 fans in attendance. So it's a big weekend for us.
Have you begun negotiating the new media rights? I mean, you have these deals in place with Fox and with our parent company, Comcast, but we know that that's a key part of the business discussions that are happening for WWE this year.
Yeah, no, not yet. But this weekend is a kickoff weekend, which will lead into all those conversations. So we're optimistic. We love both incumbent partners. NBCU's been terrific. Fox has been terrific. And we'll see what those conversations bear.
So the last time you and I spoke, we discussed this prospective sale process that WWE is undergoing. My colleague David Faber reporting earlier this week that it's been, quote, hot and heavy. Who's been bidding and where are you in terms of that process?
I like the very direct question on that. Unfortunately, I can't answer the who has been bidding, but I can tell you it's been quite a robust response to WWE, products that has been built for over the past 40 years. I think the fan base, the audience that goes with it in over 180 countries seems to be quite appealing to potential bidders.
So when you say robust response, does that mean multiple bidders?
I don't want to comment on how many or how often or who's in or who's not in, but, we're quite pleased with what the marketplace has told us.
There's been some reports circulating in the last couple of weeks that the price tag could be as high as $9 billion. Is that accurate?
Listen, our hope is the price tag is $18 billion. But, we'll see. We'll see if there's a deal to be finalized. We'll make sure that the economics are as shareholder friendly as they can be. And then we'd go down that path. But we're not there yet.
Is Vince McMahon part of any package or any deal?
Vince made it clear to me and to the marketplace that he does not need to be included in any offer or any deal moving forward. And he has held to his word on that, as many of us predicted he would.
Does not need to, but does he want to?
I'm not sure. That's more a question for Vince. Since he's been back, it's been about 3 months or so in the executive chairman role. It's been quite supplemental to myself, to our head of creative, to all of our other executives to have the expert of this business here when we want to reach out to him and have conversations. But I'm not sure exactly what he wants his future to hold. I
mean, there's still so much focus on him in the industry, in this company. He's been slowly appearing at more events. There's reports circulating that he is going to be there in LA for WrestleMania this weekend. Has he been getting more involved in the creative process? No is the answer to that. But are you going to be there this weekend at WrestleMania? Or are you passing on this one? Sadly, I will not be there. I'll be watching from here in New York, keeping an eye on the situation.
Watch on Peacock, who has our U.S. Domestic rights, as you know. Vince has not interfered with creative. He certainly has thoughts, again, that we all try to tap into pretty often. But Triple H, real name Paul Levesque, is our head of creative. He remains our head of creative, and he's done a phenomenal job along with our creative team. If you look at the ratings being up across the board at a time where basic cable and network ratings are down across the board, we're pleased with what the product is saying to the consumer and what the consumer is saying back to us.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of palace intrigue as well about the departure of your now former co-CEO, Stephanie McMahon, who resigned as her father returned to the company earlier this year to help negotiate those rights in that sale. Why did she leave?
Do keep in mind, Stephanie was on a leave of absence when we called her. It was Vince and I who called her together to ask her to come back from that leave of absence to fill in at the time as the interim chairperson. She then became the co-CEO, as you just articulated, and the chairperson of the board. She did phenomenal work across the board. And when Vince came back, I think she went back to what she was thinking of doing on the leave of absence. She stepped down. She and I remain in touch. She seems to be in a great place.
Is there any scenario in which, sale or no sale, she would return to WWE?
It's a question for her. We'd certainly always love to have her as part of WWE, but the time would have to be right for her, and I'm not sure that she's there yet.
The notion of legalized betting on WWE matches was floated. There was a CNBC report earlier this month. Gaming and legal sports books have been very vocal in coming out to say that they would oppose such a move. Were you floating it or considering it? And given the opposition so far, at least publicly, is it now dead upon arrival?
Look, Alex Sherman, who broke it for CNBC.com, quite a formidable reporter, as you know. So he certainly got his information together for that one, as he always does. For us, we're looking at the future. We think we're predetermined outcomes. Things like the Grammys, the Oscars, the Emmys, which can be bet upon in certain states, are also predetermined outcomes. So the conversations we're having, they were always intended to remain private, even though those are with public entities. Unfortunately for us, it got out there. We're managing it as any other company would, and we remain optimistic on the whole proposition.